goodness. Life. That's a hell of a beginning, isn't it? Right, are there any funny settings? Character body display? Turn on the appearance of your character's body. Oh. I'm not sure I want to turn my character's body on. Don't worry about that. Right, never mind, I'm sure everything is fine. Let's just get on with the game. Oh. Oh my word. That's an interesting beginning. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Oneirophobia. I looked up the definition of the phobia, but I didn't think to look up the pronunciation. It's blooming quiet from time to time. Yes, apparently it is the phobia of dreams, and we play as some cheerful, chipper Charlie who is looking for a cheap apartment for rent. I get the impression I've just turned some of the lights off. Why does the sound just randomly die? That's a bit mysterious. Can I go outside? Yes, I can. So, is this my current apartment that I'm in, or am I on the way to meet my room number 4? Yes, I'd hope I can remember that. Or am I on the way to a sort of a flat viewing, if you like? Again, it's just randomly gone all quiet. That's a little suspicious. Oh! Some bolt cutters. What do you call a bolt cutter without any end? Not much bloomin' use. Alright, that might come in handy for something. In case we have to break off the chains in order to access this flat that we're going to have a look at. Oh, good. I appear to have been head-butted by a body. I am Gary Walker, an average 27-year-old office worker, always hunting for a cheaper place to live. When I heard about a super cheap apartment, I ignored the rumours of people going missing. I mean, there's always a catch with cheap rent, right? Yes, and it's usually rats. Or damp. Or a murderer living in the attic. I'm sure we will quickly find out which of these it is. Let us have some generic beer. Yes, yes. Alright, fine. Interesting. Exit? Oh. I've had enough of this game. I've seen enough. I'm leaving. Yep, I've seen enough. Now I'm going. Ending 3. What, the cowardly ending? That you couldn't even be bothered to witness all of the hard work the developer put into the ending. Into the game, even. Right. Good. I have succeeded in... I mean, I didn't really, did I? I didn't really play the game, and I'm not sure I deserve any form of gratitude. Right. Is this some sort of ending cutscene, or is this just some sort of different menu? I don't know. But I'll see if I can get us back to the... Is this some sort of trailer to show me all the things that I could have seen if I'd only actually played the bloomin' game? I didn't realise this was a Far Cry 4 situation where you can just bollock up the entire game by doing the wrong thing at the beginning. Right. I wasn't aware of that. Is this taking you back to the main menu? Yes, it is. Good. Let me try this again. Chapters. Play a chapter. Ah, right. I'm a stupid face. Okay, right. Let me try this again. Yes, there is a dead bodice because I'm a little bit tired of How do I interact with stuff again? Oh yes, I had to wait for the bottom prompts to go away. I am a little bit tired of living in this meat freezer that I seem to... In fact, actually, what happens if I don't go? Oh, this is locked. I can't go this way. Interesting. Is everywhere chained? Also, call me crazy, but shouldn't the chains be on the inside of the door to stop people from coming in? I see. That's why I needed to go in there, because everywhere else is all chained up. I see. I see. I can see why I want to leave this corridor, because it seems I am cohabiting with a lot of BDSM enthusiasts that are into their chains. So you will forgive me, I hope, if I try to get the hell out of here. Right. Let me have another hallucination. So what about volume in this game? I might see if I can go into settings and turn that up a little bit, actually, because it's a tad quiet. Yes, indeed. I'm going to find another room to live in. To be honest, you could probably just make it cheaper by moving to somewhere that was closer to your office so that you didn't have to drive quite so far, but I don't understand the complete microeconomic situations of our protagonist here. So let me quickly have a go with the audio. Can I like that you're putting in a resolution my screen can't even do. Oh, that's the video settings. I was wondering why there was no audio there. Can I turn this up a bit? No, I can't. Oh dear. Sound effects, background music. Yeah, let's turn everything up a little bit. There we are. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit more audible for you. Right, we're not just going to catapult ourselves out the door this time. We're going to see if we can actually get somewhere. Right. Zoom. My giddy yarn, I've got some kind of telescopic retina going on here. My word. Room number 2, indeed. Oh my goodness, I am a chap with ears, it would seem. Yes, indeed. Right, we shan't worry about any of that. Yes, room number 1. But which room do I want to get into? I don't seem to be able to interact with any of the door handles. I do think that at some point in this game we're going to get a torch, because on the page it said something about pressing the right mouse button. Oh, goodness. Oh, I've been kicked up the other end of the corridor. Interesting. I don't remember there being a window at the far end of the corridor before. Never mind. Yes, room number 3 is not my room. Yes, it said something about there being a torch, so I'm sure we'll find something at some point. No, I'm pretty sure we were in room number 4 before. There's something unsettling about this room. What? Does it have something to do with all the weird shadows? I don't know, but I can't go in there. Right. I need to go inside and call the electrician. Use key. I don't think I have a... What? What? Oh, goodness. It is interactive with the bull. I didn't realise this. It's going to give me a headache if I stay out here any longer. Where are the lights? I'm old and can't see very well. Oh, yes, this looks like my apartment, alright. Yep. No dishes done and lots of booze everywhere. Sounds like a place I'd be living. My giddy aunt. This reminds me of, oh, hell, what was it called? That game set in that Soviet apartment. That was a long time ago. Oh, I can hear the rain outside. That's a nice touch. I do like the lighting in here. It's very grungy. My giddy aunt. I don't care how low that bloomin' rent is. I expect 100% of roofage. Never mind. Can we get some sort of snarky comment about the dishes? I'll wash the dishes later. Perhaps you should wash them now, because currently they seem to be sitting in a soup of snot. Not today. Oh, that seems surprisingly restrained of you. Restrained, that's the word I was looking for, not restrained. Sorry about that. Right, at least there's a plant here, suggesting that at least occasionally we get some light in here. I also seem to be a fan of sea battles that are not going frightfully well. Alright, is there can we watch some television? Not today. No, I'll just pour it out onto the floor in order to make an even bigger mess. What does this say? A newspaper, yes. And what does it say? Oh, that makes my life a lot easier. I always struggle with these. Move the mouse to move the item around. I can never get it to face the right direction. Unexplained disappearance strikes apartment 4. Residents fearful among ongoing mystery. Residents urged to stay vigilant as unsettling incidents continue. In a disconcerting turn of events, another resident has vanished without trace in the enigmatic confines of apartment 4, adding to the growing list of mysterious disappearances that have left the community in a state of unease. Local authorities working tirelessly to unravel the perplexing circumstances surrounding Mr. Redacted's disappearance. However, as with the previous cases, the absence of any clear evidence or leads has left the investigators baffled. Maybe he just got bored and went on holiday for a while, and you people have separation anxiety. The question on everybody's minds remains, what malevolent force could be responsible for these inexplicable vanishings? I don't know, but I like the phrasing of this newspaper. It's most amusing. Right. I should also apologise if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse or off at the moment. I'm on the recovering end of a light cold, so yes, I may sound a little hoarse, and I apologise for that. Right. I can view my inventory and see more things. I've got all sorts of things. Good, good, good. It's very... I was going to say, it's very dark in this corridor. It's not nearly as plumb and dark as it is in here. Ah, are we going to do the laundry later as well? Yes. And I expect we're going to shower later, and we're going to... Am I the only one who thinks the only reason for having a door separating a bathroom from a utility room would be so that one person can use the bathroom while another person uses the utility room without any invasion of privacy? Except that you can be doing a scrub-a-dub-dub with the laundry, and at the same time there's a glass window here allowing you a complete view of the splish splash I was taking a bath. Dare I interject another comment about a horror game protagonist not having a reflection? But hey-ho, at least this isn't one of those horror games where you can quite fully interact with the portaloo, which makes me extremely grateful that this isn't one of those. It's not a feature of video games that I have ever... Oh, what the bloody hell was that? I'm hoping that was just my shadow. I do actually seem to be able to walk through my shadow? So it's not like a 2D texture on the wall. It's actually a sort of a 3D model of my own character, which is... That's fascinating. Sorry, it's got everything to do with game design and nothing to do with horror, and I'm oddly interested in it. Sorry. I don't mean to be a derp. I just sort of am. Right. I am some sort of hoodlum that after a long night of drinking, hence all of the booze, I can't steal road signs. I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of for somebody in this country to steal a cone after a night of frivolity, shall we say. But the stop sign? Okay. Maybe I keep getting tickets by the local police enforcement because I don't stop where they put the stop signs up, so I think, I know, I'll get rid of the stop signs and then they can't arrestify me. Alright, I'm going to get into my rather grubby bed, magically teleport onto the other side of it, and then just sleep face down on the freaking pillow. Alright. Seems like a good way of getting myself killed. Doesn't seem like exactly the same room I went to sleep in. The silence is suffocating. Can I examine this? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The handwriting is quite good, though, which is a little mysterious. Put that back on if you don't mind. Yes, I remember I didn't have many books. I had many file boxes with many... I didn't have quite such a nice bed either. I didn't have quite such nice bedclothes either. I also didn't have an egg timer for an alarm clock. It's broken. Oh dear, what a shame. Can I mend it somehow? I don't actually know what's wrong with it. Alright, never mind. I'm not a mechanical man. I don't really know what the hell it is I'm talking about. Yes, this is quite nice actually in its own way. It's very quiet, which makes me think that they're just prepping me for a bit of a spoop. We'll see how it goes. Oh, some magical laundry pixie came in and did the laundry for me. How frightfully kind of them. I can't stand the quiet. Well, don't worry. You've got me here to yammer on with my endless prattle to fill in the auditory gaps. It's bloomin' dark over there. Is that more booze? Yes, yes indeed, of course it is. What else in the bloody world would it be? You know, I rather like these sort of modern kitchens that have behind the cabinets a sort of a little lip which then has a little light behind it. Just having a massive blooming light here shining in your face all the time is very uncomfortable. I know, because there's one right there shining at me. Otherwise I look absolutely ghastly on camera. Not to suggest that I don't look absolutely ghastly even when I've not got this light on, but you get the idea. There are many things here, except I can't really see because it's so bloomin' dark. Old radio looks like it hasn't been used in many years. Can I use it? Can we listen to some Glenn Miller? Presumably not. Alright. Can I examine this? What is this going to do? Am I going to move it? Or, so many books! Indeed. Totally generic ones by the looks of things. How to grow super trees. There's some sort of joke in there, but we won't make it because it's really rather rude and basic and crass. So you'll forgive me if I try to step away from that in the hope of being vaguely highbrow. What the hell? Is that just happening because I'm over here, or is that happening at random intervals? Oh goodness, I'm being taken. I don't know why I'm trying to shut the door behind me like some sort of tidy person. I'm being brought back to Arkham Asylum. Oh no. What does this say? I'm not sure how I ended up in this nightmare, but everything feels so eerie here. The silence is suffocating and the darkness seems to stretch on forever. There is a sense of dread that hangs in the air, and I can't shake the feeling of being watched. Something haunts this corridor. I can feel it following me. I'll keep looking for a way out, but for now I'll document my experiences here. Maybe it will help me make sense of this nightmare. Well, best of luck with that, friend. I don't hold out much hope for your survival. Oh dear. What the hell was that noise? Sounded like somebody cocking a gun. I don't need anything cocked around here, guns or otherwise. I do find myself wondering about the apartment numbers, because when I started this, I was in apartment 4. Then I seemed to somehow move into apartment 5. However, don't worry, it's just the shadow, Phil. Stop panicking about everything. Then we saw that piece of paper, didn't we? That newspaper article which described people disappearing from apartment number 4. Presumably that means there have been several disappearances from the same apartment. Presumably that's why the rent's so bloomin' low. Which means they're surely only asking $1,000 a minute for it. Can I run? Yes, I can. I'm not sure I should, but I'm not sure I can even. I seem to have stopped. This game is going for a very minimalistic sound design, and I like that. I approve. 'Tis spoopy. Hello, sir. Can I help you? What was that noise? It wasn't the noise I was worried about. I don't give a damn about the noises, mate. I care about what I can see with my Jeepers Creepers. That's what I'm fussed about. Oh my giddy, this is very, very Arkham Asylum, and on the one hand I'm enjoying it from an artistic perspective, but I'm also not enjoying it from a... Yeah, I feel the same way, mate. Utterly queasy and frankly disgusted. Oh no. I am not rummaging around in each of the... I can rummage around in each... Why, in the name of hell, is that a thing I can do? There's going to be something inside one of them, isn't there? Oh. I don't want to go rummaging around in the Arkham poop. What happened here? Nothing bloody good. Any operating table with shackles on it, you can guarantee that nothing bloomin' good happened on it. Right. Right. Idiot. Is, oh, this isn't... Oh, sorry, I thought this was an exit and a staircase or something, but no, I don't believe that it is. Alright. There seems to be some blood leading possibly into this one, or was bleeding out of this one, I don't know. Ah, right. This is just blood, I think. I hope. I pray. In which case, it's a lot better than what I've just yanked my hand out of. One or two of these other little receptacles, shall we describe them as such. Alright, where does this key go? Is there writing here? I don't think so. It is just random blood splatter, isn't it? Yes. Alright, should I go back downstairs? Will something have changed? Because I'm not convinced there are any doors here. I don't think I've seen anything that requires a key. So I'm going to trot back in the vague hope of finding what it is that I need. He is in the toilet. Ah, well, I'll give it 5 minutes then. I know he can be a bit of an old stinker. Right. I hope that is only referring to the key. The key which I've already found. Okay. Hello, good evening, and good bloody bye. I am not wholly sure where I should hide. I am going to try hiding in the toilet, because what could possibly go wrong with that plan? Oh, it's very plappy. You hear the... Oh, come on, don't put me all the way back here. Come on, have a sense of honour. Yes, indeed. Never mind. Alright, there presumably is somewhere I can hide. Maybe I'm not supposed to hide from him, actually. Maybe I'm just supposed to spin around the table and go back down the stairs. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll get us back to where we were. Right. I noticed that bit of graffiti there was there on the way in, as well as after I'd come back down. So I really did have no excuse for missing it and not knowing what the hell it was I was doing. So, yes. I'm going to run over here. Wait for him to get a little bit closer. There we go. And then run round him. Ha ha ha, I have outwitted him. Him and his soggy little feet have been defeated. Huzzah. Right, and I'm going to hope that we go through here. If you could ever stop running out of stamina, man. Thank you very much. Right. Use key. Yes, open the door. Good. Don't stand around. Move. Here we are. He's highly grumpy, and it's bloomin' dark in here. I think I've just about gotten away from him. Hooray. Alright. My word. Oh, huzzah! 'Twas just a dream. No, it wasn't, because I'm in another different room. Or rather, the same room, but someone's come in and moved all my furniture around. Interesting. I must say, I prefer this, that I've got a computer now. Or at least a screen with one, and a scented candle. I don't know why I keep turning lights off. I'd much rather have them all on. I can't say I'm an enormous fan of these additional bedclothes, but I think I do like I like the computer. I don't like the bruised plaster, but I like the computer, and I like the candelabra, for it allows me to say a rather amusing word, and I like the scented candle. So, thus far, this one's getting the bestest review. Right. What's that? Oh, good, another light. I need all the lights I can get. This is an interesting form of doing a repeated environment, and the game seems to be... It's broken! Yes, a bit like the game. It's just pausing the game while I read the dialogue. I thought it had crashed. It hasn't. Oh goodness, it's one of these funny bent torches that you sometimes see. Only in video games and seemingly nowhere else, because I've never seen one anywhere. Oh, that's interesting. It's got a little catch on it, so you could sort of put it in the breast pocket of your suit, for example. Interesting. So that it sort of turns with you and you wouldn't have to hold it all the time. How interesting. Oh no, somebody has stolen my shower curtain. Oh, my coat hanger. How... What absolute villainy! How dare they do such a thing? Alright. And we've got a big old flat screen TV. Well, I say flat. about as flat as Everest, but we shan't worry about it. Sorry about the slight delay on that one. I was trying to come up with a joke that didn't make a reference between flat and boobs, so you'll forgive me. I wish my dishes were this clean. Yes, maybe if you cleaned your dishes, you could afford a proper telly. And he's got more roof than you do, although he also seems to have either a huge amount of mould or some very disgusting, I was going to say wallpaper, I think ceiling paper might be a better description. Right, oh, ignore it. Ignore what? The dead body? No, I'm going to stare intently at it. Hello? You seem to be a bit dead. Oh dear. Oh dear. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know what I expected. It's a bloomin' horror game, for crying out loud. Again, this sound of a gun. Sorry, what's that? Oh wait, it's loads of mud on the floor, I think. Some little demons. Journal entry number 2. I've dealt with enough number 2s already, please. I don't need any more of those. I never imagined finding myself in such a place. This maze feels like a nightmare within a nightmare. It's as if the walls themselves are closing in on me, suffocating me with their oppressive silence. But amidst this darkness, I've stumbled upon a glimmer of hope, a way out. There are 3 levers hidden in the maze, each holding a key to my escape, and the only hope of unlocking the gate that bars my path to freedom. I mean, if you waited long enough, I'm sure you'd slim down so that you could just shimmy on through the bars, but that's neither here nor there. Yet I cannot help but feel a sense of dread as I search for them. It's not just the twisting corridors that unnerve me, it's the presence that lurks within them. As I navigate the maze, I can hear her faint cries echoing through the darkness. It's a chilling sound, a reminder of the danger that lurks around every corner. I've caught glimpses of her, the little girl, but she's not what she seems. Really? Because she seems frickin' spooky to me, and that's what I bet she is. There's something sinister about her, something that sends shivers down my spine. I'll tread carefully, moving through the shadows and staying as silent as possible. My only chance for survival in this twisted maze. May fortune favour me on this treacherous path. Oh, I'm so screwed. Oh goodness, it is a little map. Okay, can I open the map? Oh, I can open the map by pressing M. Yes, indeed. I'll turn my light on. Yes, indeed. Yes! Ever since I took my little break from this infernal little pastime of mine, dear, I haven't been playing nearly as many horror games, and my resistance has dwindled. Alright, so I think if I turn left down here, and then right, I should follow around until I reach number 1. That will be marvellous. Can I make less sound if I'm crouched? No, because I'm still wearing big old heavy boots, it seems. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I like that. That's a nice touch. Right. I should like to pull the lever. Yes, please. Oh, goodness. My kitty. Oh, no. I'll burn your retinas out. Alright. We have engaged in some success. Oh, for crying out loud, you curvaceous, crazy person. You, my kitty. Let me put my glasses back on. It seems a bit blurry. First time playing as a long-sighted protagonist. That's got to be a new one. Alright, I'm going to, for no particularly good reason, try to get to the second one before I get to the third one. I have no real reason to think that, yes, oh yes, you can see the lights are on, can't you? Good. We can sort of monitor our progress as we go through. Alright, if I head down and to the left, up this sort of squiggly bit and then head down, I should reach the second one. Yes, I have no reason to believe that you need to do them in chronological order, but if you didn't, then maybe they would have just done them with a little cross or a spot or something rather than putting a numeric on them. Sort of adds a degree of ordinality to it. That's a degree of wondering why the camera went so juddery there for a minute. It's weird, it's like there's a certain spot on my desk. If I put the mouse there, then it moves in a juddery manner. It's very upsetting. Interesting. Where's that? That must be... Yes, if that's at the end of the corridor, that must be in that little corridor to the south of number 2. Interesting. And there's a lot of blood on the walls as well. That's... I know that sound effect. That's in a lot of bloomin' horror games. I think she's over there. She might be about to pass by this window. It does strike me that perhaps I should get the hell out of here instead of standing around like some sort of goon. Yes, let's go this way. The note said something about being quiet, so I'm wondering if standing still would be important, because of course I'm... my big old workman's boots here. I'm not going to paint you like any European lady, so kindly stop posing and go away, scary porcelain person. Right. I think I just want to make my way back to the main gate, because I need to be sure of where I am in relation to everything else. Just you stop it, my Gideon. She hasn't got much to her name, has she? Not a single item of clothing, not a single head. Okay, right. Oh yeah, it's interesting. The second one has actually set off the third light, which is... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't know where she is, and I don't care to find out. Alright, we're heading down that corridor further on the left. So if we head down here, down there on the right would be where we'd go to get back to the first one. Oh my giddy aunt. If we go down here, I think, and then take a left, and then sort of follow the left-hand wall for a little while. Yes, here we are. It shouldn't be long until we reach... Shouldn't be long until we reach the third one. Idiot. What is it about bloody mannequins? I don't even have a particular... I don't want to go in this direction, but I don't have a lot of bloody choice. I appear to have been slightly eaten. This is going to be the last time I woke up again. Yes. Right. I think a slightly more reasonable checkpoint would be at the beginning of the maze, but we won't worry about that. Right. I think it's quite likely that you might die in the maze a handful of times. I should probably take the light with me, shouldn't I? That would probably be sensible. Right. At least now I know. I don't know I'm finished after all. Frightfully far to you. Yes, let's take this. Let's take this again. Right. Get out of here, you goon. I wonder, actually, if I've been a little stupid. Which shouldn't... Actually, I have been stupid because I haven't been paying attention where I'm going. I have no idea where I am on the map. Let's see if Phil can walk and talk at the same time. Yes, I wonder if I might have been being a little stupid, and it might actually be more wise to start with the third switch and then go to the first and second one, because if I am relatively safe in this moment, then I should get the hardest switch done first, and then I can move on to the easier ones on my way back in order to minimize the amount of time that I spend with her spawned. Because it seems like she didn't spawn immediately, so I should take advantage of that and and yeah, and go where I need to go. I have a horrid feeling that I've somehow managed to miss the... No, I've got myself completely lost. I don't have the faintest bloody clue where I am. I thought I was in that little boxy bit just to the left of where number 2 is, but oh, hang on. Oh no, I might have managed it. I should like to pull the lever, please. That seemed to work. Idiot. Yes, and again with these blooming windows. Oh, that's activated her already, has it? Interesting. Oh, go away. Go away, you limbless loons! This isn't good. This is a bloomin' dead end, isn't it? I also noticed the screen goes, it seems to go a bit green. Possibly from sickness at the very concept of me dying again. I should not go that way. I should not go that way. I have got some sense of self-preservation. I don't seem to be very good at strafing in this game. But we'll get by. Alright. I think if I... go... I can't even... I'm not even sure which way north is now. I think... What the hell? What the... Oh. They're marvellous. I've got no idea where I am or which one this is. I think this is number 1. I think. I hope. I pray. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me just think about this for an instant. If I was facing away from the switch and I was at number 1, I'd be able to turn right. If I was facing away from the switch and I was at number 2, I'd be able to turn left. So I must be at number 1. Okay. At least I know where I am. I'm at death's frickin' door is the answer to that question. I don't really want to go south. I'd rather... Gideon, get your buttocks out of my way! I'd rather travel in a more easterly direction. I don't think I've got much chance of that. He says, doing it anyway, like a bloomin' muppet. Alright, I should be about to pass by the entryway. Yes, indeed. Interesting. So in a certain manner, I've made this more difficult on myself because she's been active for 2 switches instead of 1. On the other hand, I've made this a certain amount easier because I don't have to work my way all the way around the map for the sake of getting the 3rd switch done. So let's see how this goes. Other than disastrously, which is how everything that I have ever been involved in has gone. Who will remember that? Yes! Pull it! And are they slightly random? Because I don't remember her being there before. Or is it all based on which order you do the switches in? I'm not sure. Every time I look at this... That looks like a freaking eye sticking out of there. Oh man, life, stop it. I don't even have a phobia of mannequins and I still find them deeply upsetting. I'd like to go that way, but it ain't happening, is it? Okay, let's think. Oh my god. Yes, Phil, let's think. Let's use brain power, unlike what I normally use, which is bollock everything up power. My god, where the hell am I going? Not that way. Not that way, it's too bloomin' loud. Man alive. Alright. I'm not wholly... I am not interested in your advances. She is hot on my heels, and I am not interested in none of it. I am a slight bit busy right now. Man alive, I don't have time for all of... What is it about horror games and naked, vicious mannequins? Why is that a thing? I don't know, and I don't care to find the answer to that. I think it's this way? Yes, I think we're just underneath number 1 at the moment. I think I need to go this way, north, and then turn right, and then left. Hooray! We did it! Time to escape. I hope it's this key. If I have to go back in there and get another key, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Okay, let's put that away. We don't need that anymore. Shut the door behind us, so that the little girl can't chase me anymore. And enjoy everlasting freedom and success. And another apartment. Yes, you'd think you'd be used to this by now, mate, but apparently you're not. Oh dear, do I still have my light? Yes, indeed, I do. Right, is there... There's so many lamps. Are you complaining? I'm sure you will be when you get the electricity bill, but in the meantime, let me just stand here and dance. My waistcoat. Alright, Han Solo. Okay, I just wanted to have a look in the drawer and see if there was anything in there. Perhaps identify if there's a little Bible in there, then we must be in a travel lodge. Oh dear. Alright, yes, many lights. I'm not overly fussed though. I'm not complaining about the number of lamps, you know. I'm quite pleased. Makes the place seem almost pleasant. Only dead bodies in the bathtub. I don't know, but you'd have to be blooming thin to fit in that bathtub, wouldn't you? My giddy aunt. Most unsettling. Right, never mind any of that rubbish. Let us read some more papers. What does this say? Note on fear. The darkness creeps, but the light pushes it back. Yet, I still feel its shadow lingering. Interesting. Are you trying to tell me that my light is important? Oh my goodness! It is still good to eat. I venture to suggest it was never good to eat. Right, let's leave that to its own infernal devices, wonder why there are so many bloody ashtrays in this apartment, and move on with our respective lives. Well, what's in the pot roast for tonight? Nothing. We do seem to have several thermoses, presumably for taking din-dins to work. Alright. I meant drinks. I don't know why you'd put food in a thermos. I suppose you could, strictly speaking. I don't suppose there's any reason why you couldn't do that. I just can't imagine anybody doing that. Hello? Somebody seems to have wiggled my skirt lead. Excuse me for a minute. Oh my giddy. This is a very American concept. I only learned about the existence of these things due to Fallout. But that is not a thing that you would see in this country. Get a blooming good look at it though. Alright, this looks like another gate that we might be able to get through if we can find what is needed. In fact, there are many gates around actually. And another red door over there. Looks like those are usually my methods of escaping the nightmare. What does this say? Presumably this says IOU1 lever. Oh, I was... Yes, oh no, I was supposed to be reading, but I didn't press the button properly. Number 3. Another obstacle stands between me and freedom. A gate blocks my path. Its lever hidden behind yet another gate. To unlock it, I must divert power from the lights to the gates, but in doing so, darkness will envelop the area, and with it, the lurking horrors. I'll need to tread carefully, using my torch to navigate and fend off whatever lurks in the shadows. It is a perilous journey, but my only hope of escape from this twisted nightmare. So we're going back to the old classic of forcing the player to do something that they really don't want to bloomin' do. Interesting. Interesting. And here's the damp I was warning you about earlier. Right, here it is the janitor's closet, the janitor's terminal. Let's do some fiddling and some piddling. Pull the lever. I don't actually see a lever, but okay. Oh, there it is. It's all dark now. It said something in an earlier note about light pushing it back. So I wonder if it's old Plappy Feet again. Because the first time we fought old Plappy Feet... Can I push you away with the light? Yes, I can. Interesting. Yes, last time we fought old Plappy Feet, I didn't have the light, did I? So... Go away! This is my private bedroom time! Alright, so somewhere in this literally accursed environment, it's broken. Oh, of course it is. I don't know why I expected that to work. I don't know why I keep looking at cupboards and things as if there's going to be drawers that I can open. I don't think we've seen a single openable drawer in this entire little shindig. I find myself wondering, is my light just going to go off at random intervals, or is it going to go off after a set period of time? Hello, friend. Is it going to go off after a set period of time of me having it on? In which case, should I sort of reset that cooldown by... No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, Phil! Here we are. I thought I could outsmart it by turning the light off and on after I defeated an enemy, but I don't think that's how the universe works. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See, there he is. Idiot. I didn't expect being able to fight back to make me, Oh my giddy aunt, he just keeps on a-coming, doesn't he? Okay, I don't think I need to shine the light directly at him. That is, you know, line of sight. I think it can be obstructed by walls and things, because it still seems to spook him, as long as he's within acceptable proximity. Oh, this is fire alarm, possibly. Alright, I should leave these doors open because it's going to be important that I know which rooms I've been in and which rooms I haven't been in. I'm so grateful for functioning surround sound. I spent many years, pretty much the entire first few years of the channel actually, playing with a set of speakers that didn't do surround sound properly. Go away, you red-eyed loony bin. Not interested. I'm here to do some maintenance work, and I have had a very long day, and I don't need any sauce from you. No saucy-eyed loon. Yes, so I always had to guess when it came to surround sound as to which way a enemy was coming from. So I'm grateful I finally got a pair of speakers that just bloomin' work. Stop doing that. Go away. Go away, you spooky man. Alright, alright. I should, theoretically speaking, be able to last as long as I want. The dream of all men. Ahem. No, sorry. Sorry, sometimes I amaze myself at how crass I can be. Presumably I can fight him as long as I want, although it does seem at times as though he's spawning more and more frequently. Dead end corridors, isn't there? Move, man, move your butt and pressing the shift key. There we go. Stop it. Stop it. Hooray, we've found it and everything, and now I've got it stuck in my teeth. But other than that, everything's going swimmingly. Right. You will go away. Thank you very much. And you will forgive me, I hope, if I get the bloomin' heck out of here, which I think is in roughly this direction. Idiot. No, it's not. The sign for bloomin' heck pointed in a different direction. Never mind. Maybe it was this direction. Maybe? Huzzah! Right. Is he still after me? That seems very, very probable. Yes, yes indeed. Go away. Go away and dry your feet. Right. Yes. Hooray! I'm not sure why I didn't need to just put the lever on in the first place, but we won't worry about that. This one. Here we go. I like that this key just works in all the doors. I'm frightfully grateful for that. Hooray! We got through another level. Oh dear, it's one more terrible dream over and done with. Right. Now that I understand to a slight degree at least... Man, is this your one room that you... Oh my giddy aunt, this is the one room that you live in, don't you? This is it for you, isn't it, friend? My giddy aunt. I just hope we don't... I just hope that in this room we do have a bathroom, and that we don't employ some Tudor method of defecation. Alright, what does this say? Everything and nothing simultaneously. I find myself back in my own room, yet the nightmare persists. It's as if the horrors in this place have seeded into the very fabric of my being, twisting my reality into a never-ending maze of fear. As I reflect on the nightmares I've faced so far, it becomes clear that each one of them has been a manifestation of the residents' deepest fears. From the suffocating silence to the looming darkness, every terror I've encountered has been born from their minds. Now, as I prepare to confront my own fears, I can't help but feel a sense of dread, the thought of facing my fear of human interaction. Oi, stop with the personal comments. Fills me with an unease like any other. Perhaps this is my final trial, my last hurdle before I can finally escape this waking nightmare. I must steel myself for what lies ahead and pray this ordeal will come to an end soon. Is that secret? Oh my Gideon, even the fridge is in here. This is depressing. Never mind, the thought just washed over me for a second there. Do we have any light? Oh, we do! A bit. Oh dear. It's not much of a life, is it? So you've got the whole rest of this apartment. Why don't you use the whole rest of this apartment? You could have such fun with this whole place. Why do you lock yourself in a small room? Please tell me you at least make use of this room. Hang on a minute. Oh yes, good. There is actually a bath. There's actually a toilet there. Good. I was a little bit worried to remember that there wasn't, and possibly that's what these boxes are being used for. But we shan't worry about that. Make yourself a hell of a cardboard fort with those, though. So swings and roundabouts. Never mind. Let's just get on with life. Right back here again, are we? Yes, indeed. Alright. Do I need to get the bolt cutters again? Oh, dear. I don't want to know what the bolt cutters have been used for cutting. Something other than bolts, one presumes. We shan't worry about it. Who's shut the door behind me? That's frightfully rude. Oh, I can't even interact with the door, actually. Yes, hello, please open the door, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Idiot. I love being long-sighted in this game, it's bizarre. I hide under the little table. No, I can't. This is strange, I can't interact with the door. Or am I just waiting for them to leave? Oh, of course, because I've got social anxiety, haven't I? If there's someone at the door, I'm hardly going to answer it. And then have to talk to somebody, and that would be most distressing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have frightfully good social skills myself, but you know, you've got to answer the door, otherwise the man with the pizza will leave, and he won't give you your delicious din-dins. Right, presumably there's a number of these, they're all chained, and on the far side of one of them is something useful, and on the far side of the rest of them is a heckin' load on out. Right. I wish there had been a heckin' load on out. Stop it. What the... Oh my giddy aunt. Excuse me, let me just get off my knees for a moment. I have a pair of bolt cutters in my pocket, and I am not afraid to turn them into Tootsie Choppers. So just stay over there, you goon. Right. Doesn't seem to be chasing me yet. Marvellous. Oh, I found the exit. Huzzah and hooray! Pretty sure I closed the door last time, and he was able to open it. So I better do this as quickly as humanly possible. Get on with it, man! Move. Move onto the far side of the door, and then close the door post haste. Right. And alive. That was really rather disturbing. I didn't like that. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, I think this might actually be my room again. Yes, I remember the trophy of the drunken night. Am I finally awake? You tell me, mate. I don't bloody know anymore. At least everything seems vaguely quiet. Oh dear. That's idiot. That's a strange detail that I've noticed over the last couple of years with a lot of my dreams, because I have, for some bizarre reason, over the past sort of, I don't know, 8 or 10 years, only experienced, or at the least only ever remembered, having nightmares. I actually have no memory of experiencing a positive dream in longer than I can remember. Should I turn the lights off? Nope, that just makes the situation a whole lot worse. Right, time to do the dishes! You'll forgive me if there are slightly more immediate concerns. What's a charming title? This weird, really poo-coloured leather upholstery really reminds me of that apartment game we played some time ago. No, the Tootsies are back again. No, a strange detail of my own dreams that I notice sometimes is that I have an impression of sound in the memory of them, but it's as if they are all actually silent. They're all very visually focused rather than auditorily focused, which is interesting given that I pay, for the most part, a lot more attention to sound than I do to sight. Well, with my eyes not working frightfully well, but my ears working decently. Right. I'm actually going to assume that no, I haven't woken up, because if I had woken up I surely wouldn't have this flashlight attached to my shirt. Oh good, another frickin' maze. Why would this different corridor be here if I was just supposed to walk that way? So, you'll forgive me if I try and double bluff this thing and go left. And presumably I don't live in an apartment which is attached to... She's attached to this crazy crackpot house. Right, that one please. Quick as you can. Thank you very much. There's no need to stand here staring. Just get on with life. And everything's better. Everything's better. Right. Was going left actually a really stupid and unnecessary idea? Oh, damn it. Oh, no. Interesting, I can't pull out the map again. Oh, dear. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, what what? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, damn it, she's after me. She's after me. Let's see if I can get away from her. Let's see if I can not work my way into a dead end. It seems entirely plausible. She's really after me. Good afternoon, madam. I'm so glad that she's in a chipper mood. Right. Oh no, now I've got to run away from Plappy again. I don't like listening to Plappy's tootsies. Never mind. Right, let's try that again. Oh, shush. Alright, at least this gives me an opportunity to test not turning left. So let's see what happens if I don't go left. Oh, Plappy just comes straight after me. Okay, interesting. So, whichever way you go, Plappy just chases you, and then, because I used all of my stamina trying to get to Plappy, I didn't have any stamina left to run away from Plappy. So, there's a little lesson in resource management for us all to absorb. Right. I am such a freaking idiot. There's my torch. Right. Give me a minute. I will walk us back to where we were. Okay. So what we seem to have learned from our last little soiree here is that once she catches you, that's pretty much bloody it. There's no way of getting away from her. That's alright. We've got through the red door into the red room. I think we're alright. Hopefully. Oh no, not again. Oh, not this again! No! But I've already got the switch, so I should be fine, right? Right? Oh! I do have the switch, don't I? Yes, I do. Turn the bloody light back on. Idiot. I don't even know what I'm looking for now. Maybe I'm just looking for the switch pad. Something stuck in my eye. It's driving me ever so slightly crackers. Go away. I did begin to think that while we were playing the original formation of this that he and Plappy were one and the same, but naturally their footfalls don't sound quite the same. And having the light this time didn't seem to do anything about Plappy, so obviously they are meant to be unique and separate individuals. Alright, I was going to comment that all of the doors seem to have vanished and it's just corridors, but no, there are rooms. They just, they seem to be slightly fewer and further between, and at least some of them are bolted. Presumably he's moving faster. He does seem to be moving a little faster. I'm not absolutely convinced about that, but could be the nocebo effect that I'm. At least I think that's what the opposite of the placebo effect is called. Well, not the opposite, but the negative version of it, I should say. The inverse, perhaps. Oh look, you can see him actually. Oh, that's interesting. So there isn't a period of time. I don't think there's a period of time when he's sort of cooling down before he can respawn again. I think instead he is just going to respawn immediately, but probably at a random point on the map. So he then has to walk all the way over to find you. Curious. There we are. I like that my light can penetrate through the walls. That's a powerful bloomin' bit of radiation you've got going on there. Alright, let's keep exploring. At least I know which ones I've been in and which ones I haven't based on... Hallelujah! Based on... Where the hell is he coming from? Based on whether the chains are there or not. I'm really glad that I've got pyjamas with big pockets, because if I didn't, I mightn't have space to carry all of these keys and levers and bolt cutters and torches and other things with me. So I'm grateful I got some pyjamas made out of cargo shorts. Well, that was it, right? That was the last horror that we went through. So it must be time to wake up again with the putrid tootsies. I don't like the putrid bloomin' tootsies. Oh my god, what is up with your skull? It's like the thing out of the 4th Indiana Jones film. Alright. I'm gonna pick this door. Don't know what's behind it, but I'm sure it will be awful. Oh good. A padded cell. Good. I think I'm going to need one of those by the end of this, because I will have ever so slightly lost my marbles. Why do I get the distinct impression this game is going to make me open up every single door? And at the last one, there's going to be nothing in it, but I'm going to turn around, and that bodice is going to be a little bit less sedate and a little bit more violent. I'd forgotten he was one of the one of the enemies that we haven't had a little encore from. If you'll pardon my French. Oh, my idiot. Alright, I need to keep working my way through these doors, but of course I must battle here. Oh, for goodness sake, now there's two of you! When I gesticulated wildly and said, "Go forth and multiply," I didn't mean it quite so bloomin' literally. Idiot. I don't like this. There better not be a third bloody one behind here. I don't even know what's in there. I don't even look. Oh, there's a doorway. Yeah, that was just a big mirror. Alright. There was not a doorway in here. It was just a shadow. 'Twas all a lie, and I look like a loon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Yes. Ah, dear. Let's try that again. Where am I going back to? Do I have to go through Plappy and the maze and the apartment and them again? I do, don't I? Oof. This game is not forgiving. If you bollock up, it expects you to suffer for it. Bloody hell. Alright. Give me a few minutes. I'll get us back to where we were. At least I have one advantage. Last time I started with the door that was directly in front of me, and then I went anti-clockwise around the room, didn't I? So this time what I'm going to do is start from the door in front of me and to the right, and then go clockwise, and then hopefully I will find what I'm looking for, whatever the hell it is that I'm looking for, a little bit sooner. So give me a minute. I shall defeat these dingbats, and we will escape, hopefully. My giddy aunt. I've never wanted my alarm clock to go off. Never in my life. Well, I do in a certain sense, because naturally I don't want to be late for work and get fired and not be able to buy the pussycat any delicious din-dins. But at the same time, at the same bloomin' time, I don't want my alarm clock to go off, but right now I wouldn't mind it too terribly much, because it might mean the end of this ghastly experience. Okay. At least this doesn't seem to be randomised, and I can pretty much remember where I'm going, so that's good. I doubt that the lever in the hotel lobby, for want of better words, I doubt it will be in the same place. I'm trying to remember, in fact, where it was. It wasn't far from here, I don't think. But I'll find out. I'll get us back to where we were. Right. Hello. Get back on with our business now, can't we? Unless this is going to literally be a situation of you need to have all the doors open. But let's hope not. Oh my giddy aunt. Gonna have to do my best from the very start to minimise the amount of opportunity they have to get after me. What's through there? Exit! 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 Okay, good. You don't have to get them all open. Man, there's probably about 5 of those bloomin' things chasing you eventually. Oh! Oh! Huzzah! Hooray! Escape! Oh, to think I was only 2 doors away from victory the whole time. Oh golly, I just fell asleep on the sofa like a goon. Yeah, I could have told you that before you started having the crazy mental cinema. Ending number 1. Oh, huzzah! What was ending number 2 then? That's interesting. I wonder what ending number 2 was. Because obviously I got ending number 3 for being a coward and running away in the first instance. I got ending number 2 for... ending number 3 for surviving the nightmare. What was ending number 2? Because it can't be just dying to the enemy, because of course I didn't. Well, I did die to the enemy several times. But what I mean is that it didn't give me an ending, it just let me respawn, unless I gave up at that point. and sort of quit back to the main menu instead of restarting, unless that would have been ending number 2, but surely not. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is. Maybe there's some sort of secret thing that you need to find, or some sort of secret sneakiness which allows you to do some sort of special ending. I don't know, but I rather like that. I thought that was really rather good. I enjoyed that, with the exception of the occasional note here and there, which I feel like were mainly there to teach you about the mechanics of the enemies rather than anything else. It didn't rely too much on story, it just gave you scary environments and scary enemies and simple rudimentary mechanics which you could understand without the need for there being a long-winded discussion about them. So I enjoyed that. It allowed you to just focus on the visuals and the low-key sound and just enjoy it rather than getting bogged down by trying to understand any kind of wider story. So that was rather nice. I'm usually not a fan of repeated environments, and I was a little worried when we started going through this apartment a couple of times, which I do like this menu, by the way that you're actually already in the game and this is just a kind of a layer that you're essentially telling it to disappear. But yes. Yes, I wasn't originally too enthused by the idea of the repeated environments, but then when you actually sort of get out into the individual nightmares, then you realise that each one is different. And I really rather like this last one, whereby you have to briefly relive each one. It's really nice, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, but there's a certain almost dreamlike quality to this final stage, in that you have a dream and in the moment you can experience it and be cognizant of what is going on, but then as soon as you wake up your memory of it begins to degrade and you only remember little fragments, perhaps the feeling of the dream, the theme if you like, and a few images or maybe sounds if you can dream in sound, unlike me, but you don't remember all of the details, right? In each of these nightmares we saw all of the details, but then in this one we just had a small moment of each one, that sort of lasting minimalistic impression if you like, which is a bit like the way that you remember a dream. So I don't know if I'm just applying meaning where there is none, but I think that if that is the way that it's being written in, then that's quite a nice way of doing it. And it doesn't just mean that you're going through a number of levels, you pass each one and then that's the end of it. Again, like a recurring nightmare, it comes back to haunt you. So I like that. I feel like this has been put together with a bit of thought, and it's fun and it's enjoyable, and I really like it. So I hope that you enjoyed that as well. Still have no blooming clue how to pronounce it, but that was really rather good, and I rather enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.